not like us. They 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 not like us. We got that work. We got that work. We got that work. We got that work. Just watch us cook. TSL, competitor shook. So look, come check us out on Saturdays. See what the hype's about. We doper than you. DMVPG come through. Y'all not nicer than us. You got more views, but you still look sus. We got the OGs riding. No puss here, cause here we still slide. No hide. We got that work. No sponsor logo on a shirt. Go support Garvey and Gabby Mo. Can't work Katrina. Now watch us go. Go. R.I.P. Chuck Brown. Gotta pay homage for that DMV sound. They not like us. 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 We got that work. We got that work. We got that work. We got that work.
We roll them in and out, no doubt, without question. Talk to everybody from any fucking session, from VA to DC and PG. Look up in the sky, it's stars on the scene. Going state to state, you can't see the dream. We flooding up the hood, can't possibly know what I mean. Look, Vato, we coming for the cream, no Diddy. Setting up the table for the game, is you with me? Bangs on the beat anytime we step in it. No slack in the lyrics, we just go get it. Let it bang, we get it. Industry upended. The show goes on without us, don't feel it. Shooting up the city, no cap, it's the district. 80 Mason dot one mission. Crank the city, no cap, it's the district. 80 Mason dot one mission. Crank the city.
They not like us. 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 We got that work. We got that work. We got that work. We got that work.
Fuck them up, niggas. I ain't worried about the TSL shit going live. I know you heard about them really getting straight to the bands. You wanna argue about the grown niggas crying for attention. Now let's talk about it when it come to doing this music. Y'all ain't fucking with me, really gatekeepers over here for the DMV. Really love the guests in the tops, they love the energy. Move low key in the streets, I'm like a centipede. And it's in the pounds of the tree, I'm like dispensary. Ain't no sponsor for none of the streets or the industry. Throw the shit on all year, I'm in Balenciaga. See by both my wife VS1, she like simplicity. Fuck these other niggas pretending they acting finicky. I done son a lot of you niggas, they like my mini-me's with the turkey bags and the link. Or my fashionista, switch the hustle up on these niggas, I'm in the botany. Middle finger up in the sky, fuck creating peace.
They not like us. 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 We got that work. We got that work. We got that work. We got that work.
Yeah, Team Sack, playing in the air, baby. Let's go. Every Saturday, got dope content. No gossip over here, that's female shit. OG's blessing, score blunt and dink. That's DMV shit that'll make you think. We got topics on topics, best of the guests. Garvey, you the chosen one. With the flex, got Kenny work Katrina, style breaking necks. Y'all ain't know, it's Mace Man, O.80 J, and we on Rip Radio. Mixed with the trunk with no debate. We gon' rock the boat. Look, J too funny, Joe Jack with jokes. Gas hunters with the gas, man, y'all ready to smoke? Yeah, and you know what? Okay, we the best podcast out, no joke. Yeah.
They not like us. 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 They not like us.
Peace and blessings, everyone. SWO Clothing owner, Snook the Guard. Y'all know it's Labor Day. We told y'all what we were doing. We still got some book bags left. We still got some supplies left. So if you stop in this week, from 1 to 7, we still have some supplies left while they're still here. But the reason why I'm on here today is for those of you that came through and entered your children in the raffle for the $150 shopping spree, today we're picking them. We appreciate each and every parent and customer that came out to support SWO Clothing and the movement that we're bringing to Salisbury and the Eastern Shore area and taking this nationwide. So furthermore, let's get into the raffle. I'm going to be passing it over to my mother. My mother was making the announcements for the two lucky children.
Good afternoon. This is September the 1st, 2025, and I'm here getting ready to pick the two lucky people's raffles so they can get the $150 shopping spree in SWO. So here we go. It's not rigged, you just got this to go. The first lucky number is Josiah. Josiah Mankey. It looks like it says Josiah Copper Banzi. He lives on Finground Drive. So Josiah, you can let your mother know, or your mother can let you know that you got $150 to shop in here. Now the second one is, and as I said, that Josiah, it's very hard to get the last name, but we have your telephone number, so someone will be contacting you in regards to the $150. Now the second one is, we have some names. His last name is Waters, is Nahzir, Nahzir, Lawrence Waters. That's the second one. Those are the two lucky winners for the $150 shopping spree here in SWO. All right, thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you, everyone, for all who participated. And for those of you who didn't win, come in and come talk to me. I still got something for y'all. Thank you very much. SWO Clothing. Y'all know the slogan. Run with the pack or get left behind.
Welcome. We are back here again, right? Thank you for everyone joining me here on TSL, where we are the voice of the entire DMV, right? Yes, that does include Baltimore. Yes, that does include Washington, D.C., right? And since we do have a guest today, yes, that does include Eastern Maryland, and yes, that does include Western Maryland as well, right? I am your host. I am your pilot, the Dude 8-0, and we have a special one for you today, right? Okay. So before we get this plane in the air, this is episode 114/43 here on RIP Radio. Salute.
to the good Trump. Salute, salute, salute to Rip Radio for having us here again. So before we get this plane in the air, one thing, let me mention one thing. I know you guys realize that I do ask the guests how important is networking, right? How important is networking? And the reason I emphasize that is because networking is the lifeline, right? Networking is the lifeline, right? We have to get out the mindset of competition. We got to look at it more like teammates. We have to look at it more like teammates, right? So me personally, I claim all of DC, all of Maryland, and all of Virginia, part of the DMV, for business purposes, right? Now, we all understand why certain parts of the area are not part of the DMV, the metro, this, forget that. Put that to the side, right? With the social media right now, Maryland, DC, Virginia are three dominant markets, right? And we are fortunate to have them in a collective, right? DMV. Now, mostly people from from DC will say, no, I'm not part of the DMV. And the other people, majority is going to be people from DC, and it's going to be people from Baltimore. Those are going to be the two areas who are going to be against it. But look at the bigger picture. And the bigger picture is business, networking, right? Like if we unite, all three of us, right? If we all unite, they can't touch us. They can't touch us because that's three different flavors, three different markets. Even Maryland has its own market. Like, it's just so much, right? Just so much flavors. It's a gumbo, right? So that's why I do not separate it. I include it, you know what I'm saying? So, but yes, we do have a special guest here today, already ready, rocking and rolling. So let's get our guest on, Trump. The good Trump. Hey. How you doing, sir?
Hey.
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Perfect. Okay, so first and foremost, thank you, sir, for entertaining what I got going on. I am a big supporter of everything DMV. I'm a big supporter of entrepreneurs. I'm a big supporter of independent artists. So that is my thing, right? So let's do this. Let's get the plane in the air. Please introduce yourself to the family, sir.
I'm Snook the God. Some people call me Mr. International. I'm from New York City, but I've been around everywhere, so that's why they call me Mr. International. I'm good in any hood because I show love to anybody, as long as they showing love. And I've never been a hater. So like when I seen what you had going on, you seen how I reached out to you and showed love. And I'm like, look, this is just like how you was just saying, how everybody needs to unite. That's what we need to do, because what we're doing by saying, I'm from here, by this, and this, we're separating ourselves, which keeps division going and hate going. Because if you see your brother doing something, the same thing you're doing, don't say, oh man, he's copying off me, he's hating. He may know something you don't know. You may know something he don't know. Y'all get together, y'all build a team, then you blow things up. No one, I always look at it, I tell people it's the 50 Cent method. When you see 50 Cent finally got shunned really from New York, and then he got put on, and it's Get Rich or Die Trying album blew up. When the studio said, all right, let's do the second album. He said, nah, I'm gonna put my peoples on. He put G-Unit on. So if more people get that type of mindset, we can't lose in it.
Big facts. Everything I agree. I agree with everything you just said. Okay, all right. So you say well, first let's start this way. The name. Where did the name come from?
This was funny. Like when I first starting out in New York, they used to call me Casino. Because, I'm never shy away from nothing, you know what I mean? Everybody has a path. I was running around and I had money. Even though we was in the hood, I had a little cash. Like all the latest stuff I had, jewelry, I had it. So what's crazy about it, my grandmother nickname her whole life was Snooky. My man later on was like, which was my homeboy G from Chicago. He was like, yo, you remind me of my man Snook. Like, I ain't never seen no one that act like him. So then that stuck, and everybody just started calling me Snook after that. And I always do Snook the Guard because me growing up in New York, around, I always had knowledge of self. And I grew up around the 5%ers and everything. So how we greet each other, the men we say peace dog. And if it's a female, we say peace to the earth. So that's basically how my name got the way it was. There's a lot of people that have been doing business with me my whole life don't even know my real government.
That's good. That's good right there. Like they don't need to know it unless they write the check. That's when the government, is valuable, right? So okay, all right. So you said New York, right? All right. So all right. So what years were you in New York?
Well, I was born in 84. So I was in New York all the way in from 84 until about 2001. I was back and forth, 99, 2001, back and forth, Maryland and New York, because my grandma retired and was like, look, you getting into too much stuff in New York, you need to come down here. So that's how that basically went.
Okay, so you had your grandmother stayed in Maryland.
No, my grandma, we always in New York. My grandma retired and moved to Maryland.
Why Maryland?
Well, we always had family down here. Like I got my cousin Billy, God rest his soul, was from Sheriff Road.
Okay.
So he had the townhouse over there, right across the street from the cemetery and the church. And I'm talking about the KFC and all that. So we used to come down there and all the time, and I was always tapped in with the DMV that way. Because we always travel.
Coincidence, I was just on Sheriff Road today, actually. Coincidentally, like, okay, all right, okay, all right. So, take me back to New York. Take me back to New York, right?
Yep.
Okay. So what part of New York were you from?
I was born in Harlem.
Harlem.
Yep, uptown, baby, 114th, 7th and 8th, baby. They call it 8th full of Randolph houses now. They ain't had no name when I was coming up. It was just a block.
Huh.
I've been around the best of them. I know Cam, I know Mace, Big L, all of them. Like I tell everybody, New York is big, but the streets are small. So everybody that's out mingling, especially sports. I was the football guy. They were the basketball guy. So, and then my mom working for New York City Housing, she was over all the community centers. So that's how I built a lot of relationships with people, because people would perform at community centers, basketball shows. And then starting out early, my mom had me in this daycare called Grover Daycare. Grover Daycare had a whole program where we were doing business with Sesame Street.
Mm.
So as a kid, I started out acting. I never took it serious though, because it sounds crazy to me now, but it makes sense now that I'm older. I didn't care about acting. I cared about the streets. So when I was doing acting and we did some things with Nickelodeon shows and stuff like that, my thing was, let me just hurry up and get this over with. I'm ready to go back to the block, be with my people. So that's how that basically how I started out.
Okay. All right. So musically, what do you remember back then? Okay. So first of all, at that time, was Cam and Mace already Cam and Mace at that time?
No. They were Children of the Corn at the time.
Okay. So they was into the basketball.
They were basketball players at the time.
Okay.
But they rap.
Okay. All right. So when did they start rapping? Was you around when they started rapping?
No. It wasn't that I was there when they started, because they're older than me.
Right.
It's just I knew that they rapped and I knew they were basketball players, and we ran in similar circles, especially with my family having ties in music their whole life, starting from my old earth, my grandma. My grandma used to do opera music. So she was, my grandma was born in 1932. And I'm getting ready to sit down and do an interview with her, because she's 93 now. And basically how I always wanted to know how I was able that during the Depression and stuff, her and her sister was able to get sent down to North Carolina to this private school. And I'm like, how did this happen in this time when you know how it was for our people? So, but my grandmother's father happened to be half Irish. So he looked it like the other part. So he was able to get better jobs. So when she was down the end of school, she was doing music with Dizzy Gillespie, all different people like that. I'm like, wow. So then later on in life, after my grandma wound up having kids, everybody was musical. My mother used to do background singing for the Stylistics and all them when they came up to New York. My aunt is a singer. My uncle does music in church. And my other uncle, God rest his soul, that died before I was born, he had a crew in Queens called the Eminem Crew. Now, if you look at some old interviews with LL Cool J, he doesn't mention my uncle's name, but that's who he's talking about, who put him on. LL Cool J was a little 12, 13-year-old kid trying to get to my uncle's party, because he was that DJ out there at the Eminem Crew. Just so happily, my grandmother wound up having a fire in the house, and he was the only person that didn't make it out. But what was crazy about that my grandma kept asking for God to send us somebody to make her whole again. Then my mother wound up telling her, "Oh, I'm pregnant." And me and my uncle have a lot of the same characteristics, including with this V check in our head right here. So that's how that basically.
Okay. How good was Big L?
Big L was, let's just say, Big L was nice. It's just that a lot of people didn't catch what he was saying because, like how you see how it is now, even Cam when he got on, some of the things you got to dumb down the lyric because everybody's not going to get it. Or you're going to be boxed into a shelf where you only going to have fans that get it.
Right.
So, and a lot of things was, I think Big L never really got his shot. Because, you know, we do have a lot of haters in New York that will make phone calls and be like, nah, I ain't rocking with this person, so you can't rock with this person. And if that person is bigger than you, they're going to take that person's word. So
I was checking your page out, right? And you also had some like a relationship or an encounter with one of my favorites, Prodigy. Nah.
After leaving Harlem, my mom was like, yo, we gotta live someplace better than this. But this is why I think always goes back in the full circle. My mom was born in Queensbridge. So we want to be so we're out in Harlem now. We moved from Harlem to Queensbridge. I'm in Queensbridge. I'm on the 40th stop. 4006 Vernon Boulevard, apartment 16. My neighbor across the street, Nas the Godson. You go on the other side of the project. You got Prodigy, Havoc, got MC, because you know whole Queensbridge, MC Sham, Roxanne Shante, like it just breeds there. So my first encounter with Prodigy was Queensbridge is one big project. You got the 40th side, you got the 41st side. I lived on the 40th side. All the good candy stores and stuff is on the 41st side. I'm just moving out there. I don't know politics. I go to the 41st side. And while I'm getting into it with a whole bunch of kids, they want to fight. So I'm like, hey, I got to stand my ground. I'm fighting. They compete up the street. Nah, leave the little guard alone. I ain't even know him. Leave the little guard alone, bro. They all left me alone. At that day, I felt like he gave me the stance. It was like, nah, like leave homie alone, homie good people. And he didn't know me from Adam.
And at that time, was it the superstar Prodigy that we know, or was he building towards that?
He was building towards that.
Okay.
Building towards that.
Okay.
This would have probably been like right when they were pop, probably like 90, 95, I want to say.
Oh,
95, 96, something like that.
Right? So Survival of the Fittest and all that, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay. All right. So New York is fascinating. Okay. So
yeah.
How were you? Okay. So at that time, was all the artists like out? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you run to the store, you run here, and everybody just be out doing shit. Like, how was the?
Yeah, you see people. That's why I tell people New York's a different breed. We don't look at people as celebrities. We see these people every day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I kid you not, my grandmother, which we'll get into that part later, is from Hollis, Queens. Even though she started in Springfield when she had the fire, but then she moved over to Hollis, Queens. And like when she lived there, you go around the corner this way. James Brown lives here. You go around the corner this way. Run DMC is there. I'm going to the bodega. Run calling my grandmother grandma. So that's the type of thing I'm looking at. Like, I don't look at people as celebrity. Like, they, you know, my grandma. I have a relationship with Freaky Ty. Nas put me in his If I Ruled the World video. Like, so I don't look at these people as celebrities.
Yeah, you need to write a book, my guy.
I got it. I just didn't put it out. I even got songs that go with it and everything. I got a whole lot of stuff that I just don't put out. Because usually I'm a very, very private person.
Right.
Especially from things that I've been through, especially being in the arena league, then making my way to the NFL for a little bit, you know. I wound up sheltering myself after a while, like, yo, I'm done with everything. And every so often, you know, one of my homies will hit me up like, yo, we got to do this, and this.
That's a fact. Like, you have.
So I'll be like, all right, I'm back out. But I usually try to stay private and just keep my kids out the way and everything.
And I understand what you're saying, right? But sometimes certain people are overqualified, right? Meaning it's now your responsibility to share.
Yeah, that's how I feel now. Yeah, because if I die with the story, ain't nobody gonna hear it.
That's a fact. That's a fact, right? That's a fact, right? Okay, all right. So that's fascinating. Okay, so now, how did you get into the 5%? You know what I'm saying? Like, so how did you get into that?
Well, it was just basically, you know, we outside all day. And like, it was a time where like the guards was outside heavy. So you come outside and, you know, they roll up on you, just like how, I don't know if you've seen the Wu-Tang Saga. They roll up on you and say, well, today is mathematics. And you start stumbling, you don't know what's going on. You got to go back inside and study the 120 degrees.
Now,
So,
question. Okay. So, it doesn't, well, I don't know 100%, just, you know, by me just being a fan and just, you know, just being around, right? I don't hear Cam and Mace talk like that, right? I don't hear Havoc talk like that, right? P talk that shit. You know what I'm saying? But honestly, it, like, we really hear out, like, on the outside, you know, being from DMV, we didn't really. Now, don't get me wrong. Rakim was speaking it. Don't get me wrong, right?
Yep.
But we didn't grasp
really
it.
understand it.
We heard it, but we didn't really grasp it, right? The only time we really grasped it and started, like, what are they talking about is when Wu-Tang started.
Well, Wu-Tang, Wu-Tang took it to another level.
To another level, right? So, okay. So, all right. So, not in, well, were they in Harlem too? You know what I'm saying? Like, so how the guys, you know what I'm saying? Like the 5%, how does that work?
Well, they everywhere.
Okay.
They in every state, everywhere. So, like, I have a relationship through family with Wu as well. My cousin, God rest his soul, Billy, actually took bullets from Math.
Okay.
So, because I got family that's from their hood. So we would go out to Staten Island, and I got a cousin now that does music with me. So when we go out to Staten Island, we seeing them. We seeing U-Guard, we seeing Math, we seeing Ghostface, we seeing Ray. So we seeing them every day, and we're like, yo, these regular people. I write music, I rap just like they do. So it was never like really no like starstruck then.
Right.
And I think that's what really kept me grounded when I got my situation. Because I never really cared about it. And then like I even always told people that like P was telling everybody from the beginning, if you remember, on the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, when he said, the Illuminati want my mind, soul, and body. But a lot of people wasn't hip on it as they are now due to the internet, I guess.
P was talking that
But
shit.
people in the street knew the politics and what was going on behind the scenes.
P was talking that shit. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like P's one of my
And on some real, like, I don't care what, no one can never tell me anything. I think that's why they got him out of here.
That's a fact.
After he wrote that book and did that interview,
That's a fact.
because he had sickle cell his whole life.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
He knew how to deal with it.
That's a fact. That's a fact. He was talking spicy too. Like he was
And he went at anybody.
He did. He did. He did. He absolutely did.
Remember, they were young kids and they even went at home.
Yeah. Anybody can get it. Like anybody.
Yep. That's how they want. Anybody can get it.
Dope. Okay, all right. So now let's get into your story, right? Let's get into your story. All right. So you being involved in all of that, right? When did you catch the music bug?
Well, first I started out DJing because my grandma always used to tell me that I never understood what she meant, but she was like, you got a special type of energy and you're here for a purpose and something different. So you're going to find a lot of people going to want to gravitate to you. So once I had left Queensbridge because I was getting a lot of trouble, my grandmother said, send him over here to Hollis with me. So I'm outside Hollis and I hung out on Southside Jamaica, Queens. So this moving around, partying, me and my boy Brian, I wound up getting a relationship with Freaky Ty from the Lost Boys, Director Stowe. And like, he was a grown man. I was in elementary school. But they used to have what is called Hollis Day. And like, my aunt performed. I performed out there many a time. I seen B.I.G. perform out there many a time. Everybody came out there and performed. So Freaky Ty used to always give me, I still got him to this day, the album of people's music before they even came out. I had Jesse Power whole album like 5 years before he even came out. So he used to just always come off the road and just give me album. I'm like, yo, I got this album. So now, if you go on Hollis, there used to be this little record store across the street from the Blockbuster called Sound. It was small, but it was the only record store that we had that was locally, except you were on Jamaica Avenue. And it had a little studio there. Well, I wound up being there one day and was like, yo, I'm trying to do something in the studio, this, and this. They were like, all right, well, we're getting ready to have these people come through. Well, the people that came through happened to be Cash Money Click. So I wound up meeting Ja Rule before he was Ja Rule. That's back when him, Black Child, and all of them had Cash Money Click. So we all in there politicking and everything, which is crazy because I just watched an interview with Black Child, and he was talking about, oh, if you from the North Side, if you was rocking 50 Cent, people were shooting. It wasn't like that. It wasn't like that. Because I have relationships with both sides. Because if you see in some of my videos, I'll say Southside, we outside. Which that saying came from Southside Jamaica, Queens. So meeting Ja Rule that day, not knowing that he was gonna be who he wound up becoming to be, we was sitting, we just all out there spitting. So that was an average thing for people, and you didn't really know who you were, who was gonna be anything. You just out there trying to do your best. So that's just how things used to move around. And I always said, I tell everybody that I was the kid that was everywhere you wasn't supposed to be, but I was there.
Right. Looking back now, right? Who surprised you? Like who didn't you expect to be as good as they became? Like any surprises?
Let me think on that one.
Because you named some heavy hitters. Like you named.
Yeah, I mean they all had their niche. Everybody had their own lane. So I can't really say that you could be like, nah, this person ain't gonna make it, and they made it.
Right.
Like you could see that they were hungry, and every time you seen them, they just kept stepping it up. Because you know how it really goes, how they say, still sharpen still. So people used to just go around everywhere and just keep battling. Like how my mom used to get me when I used to get in trouble. She used to make me come in the house and read the encyclopedia. So then I'll come outside and remember some of the words in there, and I'll put it in the rhyme. And we like, oh, you heard what he said? But they didn't even know what it meant. But they was like, yo, did you hear what he said? So that's how that basically would go.
Okay. All right. So now let's flip it. Let's say, who did you see that you knew was going to be good? Like who was outworking everybody else? Who's outworking the work?
I mean, I seen Wu. Wu was hungry.
Yeah.
Like they were running up in studios for real. Like, yo, you gonna play our song? Like, so they were hungry. And Cam was hungry. He was hungry. But it did seem like everybody kept on overlooking.
Right.
And it seemed like every time he was getting ready to get something else was happen. Because Big really liked the Cam. And I wound up having a lot of relationships with people also being at Rucker Park. Being up in the Polo Grounds. Like I said, my mom's office was right there. That was her main office, where she worked for New York City Housing, right in the Polo Ground. Well, actually was the Rango houses, but they're right around the corner from each other. So I would be supposed to be at the community center. I dip out, I'm over at Rucker Park. And I had a relationship with the stores. So I was what you would call a runner. While all the dudes or rappers and everybody out there, yo, I need a Philly blunt, or I need this, I need a drink. I'm the dude they give them the break to, and I'm running back and forth to the store for. So that's how I'm making my relationship. And then also, you know, I was a fighter out here in the street. I throw hands. I was trained by a professional boxer, Emil Griffin, middle heavyweight champion of the world, which killed somebody in the ring. And I just didn't go far with that because I didn't have the discipline.
Right.
But you get on my bad side, we're gonna throw hands.
So what was your first passion?
My first passion really was music. Because that's what was around me everywhere. And
music,
then
as a DJ, as an artist, as an
all around.
Okay.
Because when I was coming up, you had to almost be a everything. You had to be a everything for someone to, because you know, you gotta think about, we in New York. Everybody rap. So you gotta do something that somebody else ain't doing. So you gotta be that one-dimensional, like, yo, I'm the DJ, I'm this, I can spit. So like how you see the Kid and Play in the house party joint. You gotta be the one to be able to do everything. And like with my aunt being R&B, saying that we used to be in the house. When we were in the house, we watching music video, and we watching New Edition, and we studying every move. We doing everything. We doing everything. So we sitting there like literally like doing our own little show.
By you being around talent, right? Like, see, here in the DMV, we are not starstruck either, right? Like we it's not
I know
like
the DMV real well.
it's not like we be around stars, but when we do be around stars, we're not starstruck, right? And that's kind of different. That's kind of different from you guys because you're gonna see a rapper or somebody who does like New York is one of the places like, you know, like it's very intimate.
You bound to see anybody.
You never know. Like it's very intimate, right? So who do you like? Is there now, even though let's say you weren't starstruck, right? But has it been a person that you've seen like, damn, that's so and so? Like, you know what I'm saying? Is it any person like that?
Yeah. It would probably be like let me think somebody that I really was like.
Not necessarily starstruck, just like, damn, that's Richard Pryor. That's, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. I'm trying to think like
because New York City is a hub.
Like it was kind of like that with James Brown and Run DMC. Even though I knew my grandma had the relationship with them, but I'm like, damn, this is still Run DMC. Like Run is calling my grandma. Like
that's crazy.
I'm like, this don't even make sense here. Like my grandma, my grandma even had when she dated Michael from Good Times, real father. So like I look at it like it was things was destined, and like with the 5%, we believe in everything being mathematic. I think the day I was born had something to do with it too, because just so happened I was born 8/15, 1984. You know who else was born 8/15? Nipsey Hussle.
Oh, Nipsey Hussle was.
So me and him have a lot of the same spirit and the same stories and try to do the same thing, giving back to the community.
Right. That's another one of my favorites. Nip. Neighborhood Nip.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So where did the sports come from?
Well, that's my father's side of the family. We don't have the best relationship, but my father was a baseball player. Played for the Atlanta Braves. So he was in the minor league. He's from Beaufort, South Carolina. And what I say down there, it was nothing else to do but to work on the dock, make babies, and play sports. Because I'm one of 28. So he wound up having the baseball situation, and then also it was in the blood because I usually don't brag and tell. Even when I was in the league, I didn't tell nobody until after I was out of the league. Lawrence Taylor is my cousin.
Woo!
So and then my brother wound up having a deal with the G League, but he wound up coming to New York to visit, and he caught a straight bullet, and that messed up his basketball career. So I'm guessing that the sports really come from my father's side of the family, and the business and music come from my mother.
So when did you get real serious with it? When did you lock into it?
When I really locked into football was when I left New York. I said, look, I'm done with this music. I'm done with the street. let me just focus on this because I was winning things in New York. I won three medals for the New York City Housing Authority Olympics that they have every year. I don't know if they still have it now. I got 3 medals from that. I won a couple of Pro Bowls up there. Never really won too much in school. Like
Weird, like they focus more on basketball when we was in school. So I played both sports.
So I won some championships in basketball in school, but that never really was my niche, even though I was nice at basketball too. So really, when I really nicked in was when I moved down here, and my grandmother was like, look, my grandma's always been my number one support. Even when me and my aunt was on Unsigned Hype on Hot 97 back in the day, it was because of my grandmother sent the tape in and pushed it. We didn't do it, she did it. So my grandma was like, yo, they got a dementia. She said, I met this dude in the grocery store, and he said his name is Tony Saragusa. And I was like, yeah, grandma, he's a Baltimore Raven. Well, he said they got some developmental thing that they trying to do out here. I think you need to go. All right, grandma, whatever. And I wound up going. And then Tony Saragusa, we wound up building a relationship. A relationship that was so great that when the Ravens won their Super Bowl in 2000, he bought me a Super Bowl ring out of his pocket. So I have the 2000 Super Bowl ring, and I have the 2012 Super Bowl ring that I earned. So this being, I always say I was the right place at the right time. And I look at it like this. I've never, like how you were saying earlier about networking. Yes, networking is everything. And I've never burnt any relationship that didn't have to get burnt. So since, I want to say since 2020, even a little bit before then, but officially since 2020, they don't want nothing to do with me no more. Because this is what's going on. I tell people, me and my brother was just having this conversation. The world is so messed up now because you got too many people that willing to go with the masses. I was brought up with certain principles and beliefs that I don't waver for. So that's what cut me a different cloth from them. Even though people say, don't try to downplay yourself. I was just a practice squad player. But at the same time, I knew I never was going to make it because I don't play politics. I told these dudes from the beginning, I said, look, y'all dudes been groomed since birth to be football players. I'm a street guy that just happened to be good at football.
How did you get? All right, so Tony Saragusa, right? So when you linked up with him, like, was you in school? Like where was you?
Yeah,
at?
I was on the verge of dropping out. Really honest and truthful, I dropped out, and then what really happened is I left Baltimore and went to Pennsylvania. I wound up going to a job corps out in Lopez, Pennsylvania, up on a mountain where we ain't around nothing. So when I first got out there, the first thing I get off the bus, I said, my mom shipped me to prison. But, you know what I mean? In the long run, I was made to go there for a reason. The first day I go there, football season started. Everybody else is like, nah, you too new. You can't play. The RA was like, nah, let him play. So my first, what was it? My first 6 months up there, we won a championship. Then I wound up getting into, they wound up making me dorm leader and stuff like that. Then I wound up getting on the student government. Well, one day, I always heard the stories, but I never really listened to the stories until I met the person. Well, one day we wound up going to this convention in Philly. Well, it's this other guy named Gus Felder that used to play for the Browns, that went to the same job corps that I went to, and doing the same thing that I did. So me and him wound up having a conversation. And he was like, yeah, they enrolled me into the local high school, this is and this, and I wound up going to Penn State. So I was like, oh, that's what's up. Maybe they'll do that for me. But I didn't get the same thing that he got because I guess he caught the mentality quicker than I did. I was up there for so long before they actually wanted to try to push me. I was already completed with everything. So I'm ready to go back home now. So they're like, well, this, I said, nah, y'all not telling me nothing else. I gave y'all 2 years. Now they wanted me to go to Utah and give them another 2.5 years. I said, I can't do that. Which now me being 41, I probably should have went. But everything happens for a reason, and everything's supposed to happen for a reason. So I'm like, I'm going back home. And my RA was like, no, please don't. I'm afraid if you go back home, something's going to happen to you. I said, no, I'm going to be good. So I wound up going back home. I wound up getting a job for the Mannheim Orchard. And I get back into music. I'm dealing with Hopeless Entertainment now. I'm signed with Hopeless Entertainment. And we're just doing music. And so I wound up having a fallout with some family members right around the time when the Young Jeezy and Beanie Siegel album came out. So I'm like, well, I'm not on this no more. I'm going to go help my mother. My mother was living in a little town called Winchester, Virginia. I go down there. I'm helping my mom out. I go to the Pepperwood. I'm going there to get a part for my mother to fix her car. They offer me a job. So I'm like, all right. Then I go get something to eat. This football coach comes in. That's how things, I always say, all things work in divine order. He comes to me, he says, hey, we're getting ready to build a semi-pro team. I know who you are. Do you want to get down with it? I said, yeah, I want to play. I helped them build the whole team, Winchester Tigers. We wound up doing that. After leaving from that, you know, I wound up meeting Marcus Vick and Michael Vick and everything through that. After leaving from there, I come back to Maryland. Now I'm playing semi-pro for Arbutus Big Ray. At the same time, I got a job too, though. I'm working for the county, working on buses. So the coach calls me up one day and says, hey, the Ravens are having an open tryout, and they called about you. You need to be here at such and such, at this date, this time, and you better be there. My response was, I'm not going. I have to work.
Mm.
I get off. They wanted us there at 4 a.m. I get off of work at 3. I'm not going. That's what. Oh, what you? So you gonna mess up this opportunity? What opportunity? I'm older now. I'm in my like early mid-20s. What opportunity? This is my opportunity. This job. So, oh, you just gonna let her? I hung up the phone on. So this is how God worked again. I wound up getting off of work at midnight that night
Mm.
because the electric went down and we had no lights or nothing. So I go home. My mind's still saying, I'm not going. I'm just going home to sleep. Well, this is how things work. I'm just still getting bugged. I said, all right. I grabbed my gym bag. I said, let me just go down here and check it out. Granted, you know, I said you were supposed to be there at 4 o'clock. Well, here comes Snook. 4:15. Loud ass Acura Integra, making the most noise. Coming in, I see everybody. It's almost like, you know, when you late and everybody turns and everything's on you.
Because they wanted you. They definitely wanted you.
Everything, yeah. So I'm in my mindset, I'm looking like this. I'm like, it's over with already. They all looking at me like, this dude can't even show up on time. He don't really care. So now I'm there. They're like, look. At the time, I think I was about 315, 320. So they said, well, the first thing we want to do, we want to run the 40. I said, all right. So I'm getting my gym bag. I left my cleats at home. I'm like, damn. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to run anyway. Because I said, well, do y'all got clear cleats to fit me? They said, what size you need? I said, I need a size 17.
Shit.
They was like, nah, we ain't got none. I was like, all right, I'll run in my sneakers. And I served everybody. You know, when everybody when they suck their teeth and roll their eyes. I said, okay. I said, well, they don't know. All my stepbrothers and stuff weigh like 130 pounds, 150 pounds soaking wet. So they like to hit me and run. So I got to know how to run and catch. So we run to 40. I didn't even believe I did as good as I did. I ran the 40. I ran like almost a 4.8. It was like a 4.7.6 or something like that. And they was like, it's big to be moving as quick as he is, and he's light on his feet. Defensive tackle. And they're like, yo, and he's light on his feet too. So Rex and Ozzy, I can hear them like, yeah, he got it. All the rest of them is like, he got a bad attitude. He's bad for business. He don't know when to turn the motor off. He's getting, because I was there the last year. Brian Billick was there. Brian Billick didn't like me. He tried to blame me.
Hold on. So you was on the Ravens squad?
On the practice squad.
So
from 2007 to 2012.
2007?
Yep, to 2012.
Okay, and so the relationship with Goose was that was before?
That was before. That was before all of this.
Okay. All right. Sorry. So go ahead.
Yeah, the relationship with Goose, because Goose, remember, Goose was an older player. He won the first Super Bowl with the Ravens in the 2000s. So I was still in high school then.
Because I have a buddy from around the way, Jermaine Lewis. So he was on that first.
You know what was crazy about that? I was just talking about Jermaine Lewis today with my brother. My brother was like, I don't remember him. I said, yeah, because there's certain people in the NFL that's never going to get their credit. I said, Jermaine Lewis was touching the ball and running everything back, and he's from the DMV area.
He's from around my way. He's from down the street.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was, like. And I was just saying to my see how things all work in divine order. I said, I wonder what happened to him. You don't hear from him no more.
Nah, he quiet. He a low key guy. You know what I'm saying? Training, practicing. You know what I'm saying? Like he low key. The only thing I didn't like about his situation is once he did leave football, he did come back to the hood. I wasn't a big fan of that, but I understood why his family was still here. So I mean, I get it. But
And that's the thing about it. Like a lot of people think that you don't want to come back. Now, in a lot of people's cases, yeah, it's just because they don't want to come back.
But in your contract, they don't want you to come back.
right,
They look at you as an asset now. You are a piece of property to them.
right,
Because I took a big fine going back to Queensbridge Projects, giving back book bag. If their name is not connected to it, and they telling you to do it, you can't do it.
that's crazy.
And that's where it don't work with me that way. I'm gonna do what I want to do. That's why you'll really see me use my real name, and I use my name, because I found out they monetized all that when you signed that contract. I even found out, I didn't find out in 2020 that when I die, they get paid for that. They got life insurance policy on it. So I'm like, this is crazy. So when a lot of people say conspiracy theories and all, it's not conspiracy theories. It is what it is. Now, sometimes people just don't want to hear the truth.
That's a fact. That's a fact, right? So the Ravens. So you said you was on a practice squad. So how was that time? Like, how was that time?
It was good. I mean, because you know the practice squad is nothing guaranteed. It's off and on. You know, you there. That's why I always was smart enough where when I got that gig, I was in Teamster Union with the bus company. I sat down with the union and said, look, I'm one of your senior mechanics. I gotta still get paid even when I'm not here. How can we make this work? We wind up making the deal and making it work. Where like even if I was on the road with the team or doing some practice stuff with the team, I'm still getting a check from them. So because my whole thing was, at the end of the day, you know how you are, Snuck. If they tell you it's over with, you still got a family you got to feed. So that's why I made the deal, the type of deal that I did.
So what made you say it was over? Like when was that day?
The day that I knew it was really over with, like I always was hearing little buzzes like, well, you know, he's problematic. He's what you call. This is what happened in one incident. Ozzy brought me in the office and was like, you know, we're worse than the Fed, right? I said, what's that supposed to mean? He said, well, we're not saying directly you, but the team that you have around you, we know what people are involved in, and we're not saying you're involved in it. But he sat me down and said, you got to look at it like this. You're scaring the money. So if the money gets scared, you think they're going to tell you, friends got to go or you got to go? So then that's when I had to sit down and have a conversation. I didn't really listen at first. And then this is what happened. We were in Iguana. And I was over in the little VIP section. I left. Wasn't there. I'm in my house. But some of my peoples were still there. One of my peoples had an altercation with somebody. Wound up hurting somebody pretty bad. They had to get their jaw wired. They didn't go after them. They went after me. So the police come knock on my door. and lock me up. I'm like, when I'm you're getting arrested for assault. I said, I never assaulted nobody. So after they did that, they couldn't prove anything because I wasn't there. I had documents saying that I wasn't there. But where they really put that full cross press on me, because I wouldn't give nobody up either. So they couldn't charge nobody with it, but I wound up losing the civil suit. So I lost mad bread, which a lot of people would be like, yo, you stupid, yo, I would have told. Not me. That's not the cloth that I come from. So after that situation, then that's when I had this situation, sit down with my people, was like, yo, yeah, some people understood, and some people, you know, was like, nah, yo, you selling out, this and this and this and this. I'm like, I'm not selling out. I said, you gotta look at it like this. I'm trying to keep y'all out the street. If I lose my gig, we all back in the streets. Now, would that make sense? So, you know, that's how that pretty much went. And then later on, after, you know, there's only so high you can go. So we had happened to me, even when we went out to different cities, they would always invite them places and shit. I wouldn't go. I would go in the hood. And they're like, yo, it's dangerous here. I said, I know people here. I said, if something's getting ready to happen, they're going to tell me, like, yo, something's getting ready to happen, you need to leave. That's how much they respected me. So this one I knew it was over with. We were in LA. And they came and picked us up from the hotel and they took us to a party. It wasn't no Diddy party or not. I don't even know who party it was. But I remember they said, you couldn't bring in no cell phone. And they had this weird, like, little champagne-looking drink. And they had, like, this red line in it. And they was like, you got to drink this. I said, I don't drink.
I said, you can check my NFL phone. That's for weed all day, but I don't drink.
So then they was like, well, this and this and this and this. I said, well, y'all can have my phone, but I'm not drinking. Well, I wound up walking around the joint. And you know, when you start seeing things, and you're like, oh, I see what this is about. I'm like, all right, it's time for me to go. So they was like, no, you got to stay. This and I was like, look, I'm telling you right now, if y'all don't get me out of this joint, I'm about to start punching holes in walls, all that. That's not what I'm here for.
Right.
So they was like, yeah, get him out of here. So it was only me and another dude, I don't want to mention his name, but he died. Was like, nah, we out. We wound up leaving a hotel. They took us back to the hotel and everything, and things wasn't the same afterward.
Got weird.
Yup. Everything was like I had a nagging injury that I've been playing through. Now it's like, nah, you can't even practice. Not today. And then, you know, you hearing the rumors around like his contract is over with. He's out of here. So I'm like, all right, it is what it is. So after the Super Bowl, my contract was over with. Well, this is how they try to be like funny with it. Oh, we enjoyed you being here. We enjoy your time. It's just, you know, we had so much going on. We want to try to get you a deal with the Browns. Or I said, no. If y'all telling me that I can't re-up because of a medical issue, you saying because of an injury, how does it make sense me going to the Browns? Well, you know, we know you're healed from it. It's just that we can't keep you here while you're healing. Maybe you can go there, then come back. I said, no, I'll just medically retire.
Gotcha.
After I medically retired, I had to wind up getting my lawyer to sue him for me to get my pension, my money. Not even a pension, because I didn't get my basically like my money that I paid into the system.
Right. Crazy, right, man? I can keep talking to you for like hours. Right?
Yeah. What you call it, like, and like that's just my beginning history. The person I am now, and the things that I've done since leaving all that, man, it's all for the kids, for the youth, for the, it's all about giving back.
It's like, it's so much I still want to talk to you about, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna bring you back. I'm gonna bring you back on. So
I'm always available. Like we tapped in.
That's a fact, right? So because it's definitely a topic that I want to address. It's a few topics, but this one, near and dear to my heart. You know what I'm saying? So I always it was quite a few. The Prodigy, definitely. You know what I'm saying? Wu-Tang, definitely. You know what I'm saying? One of my, and then Raven, of course. You know what I'm saying? So this one I had to say, for the area. This is for the area, for the culture, right? So go-go music, right? Okay. Because I was on your page, I was saying what you got going on, you know what I'm saying? So go-go music, right? How did you stumble across our beloved go-go music?
Well, I told you, I'm Mr. International. We always down here. We on Sheriff Road. I'm listening. My cousin is listening to what I'm listening to. I'm listening to what they listening to. Plus, I already knew about Chuck. I go way back. My mom playing the records of Bustin' Loose, all that. So, and then what was crazy about it, my aunt had a boyfriend that actually did some work with Chuck. That like he did a lot of work with Chuck. So we used to be around. So I always, a lot of people would be like, "Oh man, we don't listen to that go-go." I'm like, nah. I said go-go really remind me of New York music, because when you go in New York music, you go in these little hole in the wall, and they get turned up.
They do.
And I was like, yo, I know. I was like, yo, beating the feet and all that, to me was almost reminded me of breakdancing.
That's a fact.
But a lot of people don't want to give people their credit because they so biased from where they come from.
You know what? You just reminded me, yes, because I was gonna say all right. So it's certain types of music that you have to experience, right? It's not it doesn't do it any justice when you hear it on a radio or something.
You can't just be like, yo, throw on that Real Essence.
No, right?
You gotta actually be there.
And I was gonna say, of course, DC with go-go. New Orleans has that bounce music. You have to be there for that. I love that Memphis, that what's that? Because they do their version of a beat the feet, like, you know what I'm saying, whatever they call it.
Yeah.
It's an experience, right? And then you do it to a 360 beat, like, you know what I'm saying? It's experience, right? So I wasn't thinking New York till you said it, and I had to think about it. The like the essence of New York with the DJ and the graffiti and the break. Yes,
that's go-go. Yep.
It's that.
That's the essence. The people don't. They have blinders on because they buy it. They're like, oh, I'm from New York. This. All right. Like I tell people all the time, like I'm from New York too, but I know these small little towns. They'll blow their gun just like people in New York would. You could get got anywhere.
That's a fact.
But some people, I guess, they get that arrogance. Because when I even moved down to Baltimore, It was a rough time being from New York. That's when every New York person was getting their head blown off. So I survived all that.
I agree. Like you've been to a lot of you've been in the trenches. You've been in the trenches.
And I'm telling people, I ain't afraid. I'll pull up. I'm gonna hang out with y'all. I'm gonna pull up. I'm not indulging in the criminal activity, but I'll hang out with y'all.
So all right. So the go-go experience, right? So the Chuck, and like from Chuck, then what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you started living around here at the time too, right?
Yeah, listen to Chuck, listen to Backyard, the Red Essen, and then even going back to Sugar Bear from school days. Like that's what really like that's why I can understand like why New York don't mess with go-go, because School Days was a New York movie, but it was based on DC.
And also the early DNA of Kid and Play, Salt and Pepper, like all the fast beats that
comes from the DMV area.
That's the go-go that they blend.
Because if you listen to what they were doing, that's what Baltimore called house music.
It's fast. It's an up tempo. You know what I'm saying? And
every song has a dance to it. Yeah. It's the same thing.
It's a culture.
But some people just don't want to give their flowers because they biased or whatever. You see, even Cam said it. Cam came down DC and got shot. He's like, nah, DC got some real people out here.
And you know what? And who said it the best was Cat Williams. Cat Williams said it the best, right? When you think of DC, people think of the monument and this shit and that shit.
They think of the White House and all that. But they don't really show you the truth on the TV. I said, when you really go to the White House, you got burnt out buildings across the street, crackheads.
And people from here, like, we don't know how good we have it. Like, we don't go to we have museums here that's free.
Don't even go.
Don't go.
But that's what I learned about people from big city. You'll meet a whole lot of people that never left the city.
Yeah. That's bad.
There's a whole lot of people from New York. They ain't never left New York. I know a whole lot of people from Baltimore. I know people from Baltimore have never even stepped foot in the county.
Yeah. It's not that serious. Like, it's really not.
And I'll be like, dang, like it's not that serious. You can travel.
Man, so when I seen you was talking about go-go, I said, oh yeah, this is
Oh yeah, definitely.
So okay, so last thing, I'm kind of impressed with the cartoon, like where the cartoon theme come from? Like, what's that about?
Well, when I was growing up as a kid, I was always big on cartoon.
Okay.
Cause that was like the time where you would see like there was no headache. You ain't got to worry about what's going on outside with anything. Everybody's sitting down, and we all sitting down watching this cartoon. So I was saying to myself, I said, we're having the issue now where older people, well, I'm not going to say I'm old, but us older folk, the youth don't want to listen to you. Because they think they got it all figured out. They're like, oh, you're old, you're broke, you washed up, or stuff. You know how they think. So I was like, what can I create where I can put messages in there that gets to everybody? So where I'm like, you can't this, and nowadays when I tell people, because you know I do managing and still do music and stuff like that too. No one's just signing rappers anymore. You have to have something else to sell. So if you say, hey, I'm a rapper, but I got this cartoon that spreads positivity to the youth, because I started out with Gutter Babies with a baby, but I also have some episodes that I haven't put out yet, excuse me, where they also get into middle school. So I'm dealing with different scenarios and issues that you will go through at them times. But I'm putting it in a cartoon form with music and different things like that. And then you know with the internet, sometimes you put something out there, the feedback, everyone's not going to get it. You know, because I get some weird people on TikTok. They're like, oh, you know, it's CP ring and all this. And I'm like, huh? You know who I am? So, but I don't even feed into it. This is how I feed into it. I give it a like and a love. Because a lot of people, what they don't realize, they don't understand how this social media thing works. If I see something I don't like, I just keep scrolling. If I engage with it, now I'm giving you more light. But people don't get that.
That's a fact.
So that's what I do. And me, I've never been a hater. When I see people got things going on, I show love. And anybody know they can hit me up and I'll help them out. I'm a genuine person, but it never usually pans out. I've been stabbed in the back many times, but I can't stop being who I am.
That's a fact. You know, we can only, you know, keep doing what we're doing the way we was wired.
Yeah.
Know? So I definitely got to get you back on here, my guy. I definitely enjoyed this because there's so much more I want to talk to you about. But I really appreciate you entertaining what I got going on, even reaching out.
I appreciate you doing what you do.
You know, so we definitely going with what I got going on here is, even though I am based in the DMV, I am, like I told you, I'm a big supporter of entrepreneurs. I'm a big supporter of, you know, artists, no matter where they are, right? So I'm trying to create like a fraternity, you know?
Yeah, and I'm willing to do work with you. That's what I wanted to talk to you about too. Me and my brother started his already. Mine's is working. I got some episodes in the top. We're getting ready. Remember, I sent you the flyer. We're going on the road. And if we start in the, we don't care where we start out at, wherever the most artists tap in at, that's where we're going to go. My brother's got this show called Spike's Lyrical Lounge, where it's basically, it's sort of like how you see everybody doing the one mic thing. Well, this is, my brother's show is one take. No background. You gotta remember your song. Ain't no track playing. Just the beat and your raw talent. My show is called SWO, which is Snook World Order and Strength Within Inside Ourselves, which is the clothing brand and everything as well. We're in Wolfpack Apparel. But my show is called Bars Over Politics. So basically what we're doing, we're going from city to city. You come out, we're looking for spots or whatever where we can, all we need is some electric. Where we can set up and have people come out and showcase their talent.
So we're going to do this. We definitely going to link up outside of this, and we can definitely brainstorm and, you know, get you some spots in the DMV. There's plenty of artists, you know what I'm saying? So we definitely going to do that. But I appreciate you, my guy. I'm going to leave you my number so we can chop it up. But
Definitely
going to get you back on here, my guy.
We got Skunk Fest coming up too. We got Skunk Fest coming up. April the 24th, the 25th. I know it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's the weekend after 420.
Remind me, because I definitely might make a trip over there. So
we're gonna be in Salisbury. A lot of artists is coming through.
Yeah, I'll come through to show love and support. You know what I'm saying? But appreciate you, my guy. We're gonna do this again.
Appreciate you too. Definitely.
Appreciate you.
All love.
Hey, Slim. What's good, Joe? We from the home of everything original. Go-Go, Mumble Soul, Marvin Gaye, Martin Lawrence, Roger P. Hicks, Dave Chappelle, Samuel L. Jack, Genuine, Maya, Anne-Marie, Kevin Durant, Tommy Davis, DJ Kool, Wale, my number one of all time black.
See, I'ma keep it real, with my weapon on me concealed. I'm Ralphion, that nigga from up the hill, used to come through crushing in the butters. A tray deuce in my boot with a fresh box cutter. 10th place, I belong to them. Mikey Wayne funkin' them. Never was no bullies, but you don't wanna run with them.